Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Week 4 Power Rankings, brought to you by Starbucks Italian Roast. Delicious, refreshing, and absolutely smooth. Now, let me tell you something. Starbucks has delivered. They send a quarter to me each month through my YouTube channel for a advertisement. Keep it up, Starbucks. I appreciate your quarter. Now on to some real business. Fantasy football doesn't make any freaking sense, okay? Your commish is 0-4. He can't squeeze out a victory. It is unbelievable. Here's what I'm going to tell you. There are 5 teams with over 100 points, okay? That is 5 teams, close to half the league, with over an average of 100 points that they scored last week. 5 teams scored 100 points. 4 teams scored 67 points. Guys, that is a huge discrepancy. If we take the top half and the bottom half of the league, we're talking about a massive chasm in between the bottom and the top half. Now, let me tell you something. It's gonna get dangerous. This is where dogs and puppies is what Jameis Winston was talking about. Dogs and puppies. This is where they separate, okay? I keep telling you this more and more and more. Each week, the separation is going to happen. I can almost see the top 6 pretty clearly, okay? I can almost see them. I'm not ready to give out my tiers yet, but I can almost see these top 6. I can almost see it. Now, highlights for Week 4. Top scoring game, Johnsonville Brats over Newton's laws of motion or something like that. 124-101. What a tough defeat. Very, very important Monday Night Football game for Johnsonville Brats. Number 1 and number 2 seeds faced off. So good it hurts. Number 2 over Febreze Air Fresheners. Got a tail whooping. That's what I'm talking about. I don't even think he scored 60 points. He got his tail whooped. Okay? Now, on to the third highlight of the week. Maybe, I'm just going to say maybe I haven't given the credit for I'm Watkins on Sunshine that he deserves. Maybe he deserves more respect. Maybe. That's all I'm saying. Maybe he deserves more respect. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he deserves more respect. I gave him a C- in the draft. I gave him a 12 ranking in power rankings, number 1. And I gave him an 11 in number 3. Now, he is 3-1 in those 4 weeks. And we'll see where he ranks in this, okay? Power rankings. Last week without tiers. Next week there will be tiers. Boom. Let's go. Give me that hot, beautiful music. I'm not saying anything, but Hazel might have been created to this sweet, sweet music. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, maybe. Number 1. So good it hurts. 424 points. This dude, I'm telling you, week after week after week, from Generation 1 to now, this dude has been tearing it up. Why? Consistency. His lowest score is 87 points. If you're doing that, you're going to be tough to beat. Number 2, Thielen. Thielen, baby. She loves it. 409 total points. Week to week, she's putting out a great performance. Tough loss that she scored 91 points. 91 points, and that's her only loss. That is a tough loss, okay? I think that was in week 2. Now, Instant Kamara. I still believe in this guy. We now have final word on Le'Veon Bell, okay? Le'Veon Bell, that he might be back. When this guy gets back, 411 points without Le'Veon Bell. Starters have performed. The loss of Le'Veon Bell was terrible. Number 4 drops to number 4 after an absolute tail whooping. Febreze Air Freshener, 381 points. Missing pieces. He had a very, very bad game, but he's built for the long term. I believe in this team. I hold him still at number 4. Johnsonville Brats, 407 points. This guy absolutely climbing up the power rankings. This guy's not messing around. Running back depth, big time trade this week to grab Leonard Fournette. I also think he's built for the long term. Number 6, the Todd Father 2. Still believe in my wife's team. 368 points. Not optimal lineup. She hasn't put out her best lineup. She should have won last week. And Kenyon Drake has been an absolute dud. Number 7. This is where the teams get tricky. The balancing out here is tough. Number 7, Newton's Laws of Motions. 413 points. This guy's put up big numbers, but I just don't believe in his team yet. Tough matchups. He has allowed 473 points. Let me repeat you. The top leader in scoring is 424. Another 50 points tacked on week after week after week. Beating this guy's tail. He's gotten a little unlucky, but we're not going to call it unlucky. Play better defense. Number 8. I'm going to stop it here. We have a special PSA. It's not a PSA, not a public service announcement. But we're going to have a special breaking news section. Dun, 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 dun. You know the little scrolling thing on the bottom? Rolling with my homies. He's number 8, 361. He's got the Kansas City Chiefs key players. So little holes, but he's also built for the long term. I can see him moving up. You know what else is built for the long term? Being a daddy. That's what I'm talking about, Mackenzie. I believe today, this Sunday, is Addie's due date. Let's all say a prayer for Mackenzie, his wife, and that baby. Also, I agree. I think after Hazel gets her first couple championships in, this baby's next in line for league champion in at least 2026. Maybe much farther away than that. I don't know. Maybe 2032. Okay? Congratulations, Mackenzie and Addie. We're all proud of you. We love you. We support you. This is a family and friend league that has each other's back. Send us pictures. We'd love to see the newest member of our fantasy football league. Back to the real business. Number 9. No respect for this man. I hate his team. I hate his team so much. I'm Watkins on Sunshine. Number 9, 340 points. That's a measly 340 points. People are putting up 400 points. Several people. Your team stinks. I know you're winning ball games. Your team stinks. 2 60-point games. He's got a few studs. I don't trust him. He's built for the short term. I don't like him. Okay? Collins Juju, number 10. 313 points. I actually believe in this guy's team long term. He's got big players. Saquon Barkley's due for a huge game. Watch out for that 200-yard game, 3 touchdowns. Dude's burning up. I'm ready for it. All right, now to the sad music. On to the offers. This one's going a little long, but we had a PSA and stuff. Every day I'm rustling. 291. The only people still left in the 200s. Injuries has plagued her once again. She may just change her team to injured reserve. It's terrible. No big-time players on this team. None. Not one. It's terrible. And it's just weak long-term. Dalvin Cook, Odell Beckham. I mean, girl, figure something out. Make a trade. Let's go. Little Red Fournette, now also known as Golf to the Races, because he traded that booty out of here. Leonard Fournette, I'm tired of seeing your face on my team. Bye-bye, 252 points. He had to make a big trade. He's talking about firing coach, GM. Lots of things are on the table right now. It's terrible. He's got terrible players. He's got injuries. He's got weird games going on. It's absolute. He's put in crap lineup after crap lineup. He can't figure it out. He was hoping to be ranked a little higher. And after these suspended players, he had Mark Ingram and Julian Edelman suspended. He was supposed to be 2-2. By week 4, he is 0-4. That's not a good start. He's got to basically win out or win 7 of the last 8. He did make a big-time trade, so we'll see. We'll see. Not a lot of separation yet, guys. Okay, not a lot of separation, but I feel it bubbling. Like I said, when I see that separation, that's when the tiers start to look a little clear. I don't want to give away tiers yet because no one's just earned a tier yet. They just haven't, okay? You can make an argument that the top 4 teams are all not 3-1. If you look at the standings, the 3-1 teams are good. Don't get me wrong. But some of the best looking teams, aka So Good It Hurts, the Todd Father, some of these teams are not 3-1. Pay close attention. Do not get weary. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you still have a chance. Hazel's pulling out the curtain behind you. Bold predictions this week. The friggin' commish is 2-2. I'm telling you, it's tough to make bold predictions. He's only got one this week because it's a weird week. Now, again, these bold predictions are made before Thursday night's game. I do write these down around Tuesday, Wednesday. These come out on Sunday morning because more activity Sunday morning, right? People are on waivers trying to pick up, set their lineups accordingly, blah, blah, blah. Watch these videos. He's 2-2 this year. That's tough to do. He's going to try to get in the winning percentage. Over 500 is his goal this year. Johnsonville Brats over Instant Kamara. I don't even know what the score is right now to that game, but that's my bet. Johnsonville Brats, I see the creep happening. He could be number one next week. I listen, I just pick what my eyes see, and I feel it in my bones that he's got the potential. Signing off, Commish.